If you're a business owner and you want to start doing digital marketing, or maybe you want to level up your digital marketing and you don't really know where and how to start, maybe you've done some searches online and you've tried to figure out how to do digital marketing on your own and people make it sound so confusing, I want to try to make it super simple for you. And I'm going to use an example using a digital marketing package that we offer at Butler Branding to our clients, and it's something that we call the Trifecta. And the reason why we call it the Trifecta is because it surrounds the three primary areas of digital marketing that every business needs to be thinking about. There's a million different platforms and channels to be using. There's Google, there's Twitch, there's Instagram, there's TikTok, there's LinkedIn, there's Twitter. There's like the entire universe of digital marketing opportunities. And so you can get really overwhelmed and it can seem daunting. Again, I want to try to make it super simple when it comes to digital marketing. There's three things, just three things. It's social, search, and email. Okay, social media, search engine optimization, and email marketing. Those are the three areas of digital marketing that every business needs to be thinking about. Now, within each of those areas, there's a couple different platforms that you need to be thinking about. When it comes to social media, again, there's a ton of different platforms and channels that you could choose from. Just focus on the two that matter. Especially if you're just getting started, you don't need to be thinking about a million different social media accounts. Just focus on the two that matter, and that is Facebook and Instagram. And the reason why I say they are the two that matter is because they are the market share dominators when it comes to daily active users. The number one online activity to this day is still Facebook. And a lot of people think, well, maybe our target audience isn't on Facebook. The reality is most people in the world are on Facebook. And so even though it might be a smaller percentage of your demographic that's on the platform, a huge number of people that do fit your demographic will be using it. And then Instagram is also a great platform. It is capturing a lot of the younger crowd. It's more image-based, it's more visual. But these are the two social media platforms that I'd recommend getting started with. Don't bother with any of the other ones if you're not doing anything right now. Just focus on the two that matter. When it comes to social media marketing, we call this interrupted marketing. The reason why is because people aren't going to their social media accounts to look at your ads or to look at your offers. They're going there to share pictures with their friends and their family. They're there to connect with their friends. They're there to maybe argue about their politics, but they're definitely not there to just look at whatever offers you have. And so we're interrupting their experience with our offer. And so you have to be strategic in how you're gonna do that. And there's really two methods of using social media. It's putting content that's directly on your page or creating ads. A lot of people, businesses, when they come to us and they say social media marketing hasn't worked for them in the past, the vast majority of the businesses that I spoke with, their method was to put content on their page. They're writing Facebook posts and they're posting on their Instagram, and they weren't getting any results, and they didn't even really focus on the ads. Ads are very targeted. This is where you're setting up the specific type of person you're trying to attract with a very specific message, with a very specific call to action, linking them to do something. And that takes work, it takes strategy, but definitely focus on ads more, I would say, than just your organic content, especially at least on Facebook. Instagram, definitely there's an organic feel to that. You have to build your organic. So I'm not saying do ads instead of content, I'm saying you do definitely have to prioritize your ads. When it comes to search, Google is the search engine. Yes, there's others that exist, but really don't even worry about those for right now. Just focus on the Google ecosystem. And when it comes to Google, obviously there's the thing that everybody knows them for, which is search. That means we go to google.com and we type in whatever it is we're looking for, and there's results that pop up. There's two different types of results. There's what we call organic and paid. Organic is just Google's algorithm pulling up what they think is the best, most likely resource for whatever it is you're looking for. And that's all based off of content that's on your website, other websites linking to you. There's about, I think it's like 200 different triggers that Google has in their algorithm that pulls up what they think is good content in their organic feed. But then there's the paid ads, and we know what these are. They're usually at the top or on the side of your Google search results. And 14% of people click on them, but when people do click on them, they are in buying mode. So it costs more money, less people click on them, but when they do, it's a good return on your investment. The goal would be to dominate the first page of Google to where you have both paid and organic listings on the first page of the search results. So if anybody's doing a search This is not interrupted like social. This is discoverable, meaning someone's actually looking for whatever it is you do. You want to be the first one that they see. You also want to be the second and the third one that they see. But again, Google isn't just search. They have display and email. The display network, this is where people are going to affiliate websites. It might be a news website or a blog website. And you've seen these websites to where they have a bunch of different ads. And it's very eerie how these ads are very targeted to you, right? To where your experience will actually look different than mine. And these ads are actually things that you might be interested in. And the reason why is because Google uses its smart algorithm to understand who's the likely person to want to take advantage of whatever it is you offer. And now it's gonna show your ad to that type of person. And so everybody's experience is really customized differently, and it's based off of Google's algorithm. And you definitely want your business to be seen in Google's display network. And email, this is different than email marketing. This is Gmail ads, to where it actually is an ad for whatever it is your offer is, but it appears in their Gmail inbox as if it were an email. And so again, when it comes to social, focus on Facebook and Instagram. When it comes to search, just focus on the Google ecosystem. And when it comes to email, email is probably the most underrated version of digital marketing. And the reason why is because everybody thinks that the sexy stuff, the things that's happening is over here on social and search. We don't really want to create emails all the time. Well, emails is underrated because it is the highest return on investment. The reason why is because the cost is so low, and people still interact with emails. People are still purchasing based off of emails. Now, the thing is, you have to be very strategic about it. Not only to build your list, but also to nurture your list. Most businesses, when they come to us, they don't typically have the biggest email list. And so they might have a list of, maybe a couple hundred or even less than that. How do we build our list in such a way that to where we get enough people on there to where when we send something out, it's likely that someone's gonna take advantage of that? Well, two things. We need to build it and we need to nurture it. Building your email list is all based around content. We call this lead magnets. It's a value exchange. It's about creating content that's valuable enough to where your target audience, if they see it, they think it's valuable enough to where I'm gonna trade my email address in order to get this for free. It could be a white paper, it could be a how-to guide, it could be a free download, it could be a, fill in the blank with whatever would make sense for your target audience. They might see some sort of ad on social media that says, hey, download this free guide. They click on it and it takes them to a page to where they can trade their email address in order to get your free content. That's building your list. And every industry and every business is different. You guys have a target audience that has different needs and things that they see as valuable. That's where strategy comes in. You have to think about what are those things that we could create to build our list. But then once we've built our list, let's say you have a few hundred or a few thousand or 10,000 people on your list. Well, what do we do with these leads? You have to nurture them. Once they opt in to receive whatever it is you're giving away, don't just end it right there. Set up a sequence of different emails that follow up with them and guide them along their journey to and through your brand. But not only that, if they see, even if they just see your business name, your brand name in their inbox, that's a form of advertising. And you don't have to pay for that anymore. Over here on these platforms, you're having to pay ads. Well, once you get their email, it's like free advertising continually to continue to market to them. But the thing is, you don't want to just send offers and ask for money all the time. You want to make sure that you're giving more value than you're asking for a call to action. And so the general rule of thumb is to make sure that for every 3 to 5 emails that you send that you're giving value, and then one call to action to where you're asking them to take advantage of an offer. And the platform that we use in email is MailChimp. The reason why there's a free version. It's great for businesses who are just getting started. It's very easy to use, and it integrates across pretty much everything. So your website, your social media accounts, everything integrates with MailChimp. Again, I don't want to go too into the weeds because then I'll be guilty of being like every other marketing company that's out there trying to make it sound really confusing. At the very least, just remember there's 3 things when it comes to digital marketing that you need to be focusing on. That's social, search, and email. Out of all the different platforms, don't worry about any of those except for the ones that matter, which is Facebook, Instagram, Google, and MailChimp for email. If you guys have questions, or if you want to know how the Trifecta or digital marketing could work for your brand, we'd love to be able to help you guys out. There should be a form on whatever web page or site that you're seeing this on. Fill that form out. We'd be glad to talk to you to see how digital marketing could work for you and your brand.